And we are live. Hi, everybody. Good morning, good evening, and say it with me, good afternoon.
Look at
It
this
has
guy
been a
right here.
very long week, I have to say. I have my friend with me today, CareFreeRree. I know y'all remember him from the last episode that he was on here. Say what's up, my boy. Hello.
How you doing? Y'all good? Y'all being beautiful tonight?
I'm
Y'all
about
here
to
being
say,
beautiful
shit.
tonight, my G.
I was about to say, you're not trying to talk, son? Damn.
Oh no. I was talking. I was introducing us real quick on mine too. I was just letting the beautiful people know what's going on.
Oh, my bad. I apologize. I apologize. I didn't know we
Ah,
were
you
doing our
good,
intros at
Brody?
the same time. My fault. My fault. My
Yeah.
fault. My fault. I'll get it straight next time. Apologies. Apologies.
Nah. Don't worry about that, son. He out here doing
So
his damn thing. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard this guy? Y'all heard this radio voice back here? Out here
stop,
introducing and letting y'all know.
stop,
Hello, good
stop,
night, son. Whew, he gonna rock
stop,
about baby, y'all motherfuckers.
stop it, stop it. I put a few motherfuckers to sleep already. That's hilarious. But okay, but it's only because I'm boring. Ah,
Nah,
not fucking with you.
don't be trying to play that with these people, bro.
Uh, okay. So there's one thing I did want to talk about today,
Mm,
and actually, you brought it up before we even
yes,
got a chance to even say hi, pretty much. And
that's what I do, man.
it's about Derrick Jackson. Ah,
That guy,
and I gotta tell everybody, yo, I've been said the man is a hypocrite, not because of obviously I knew he was cheating or anything of that nature. There's nothing like that. I called him a hypocrite because of the shit that he used to talk about compared to men and women. And I mean, it feels bad, but it also feels good at the same time. I don't have any sympathy for cheaters. Don't. I just don't. I say like you're in control of your whole actions at that point in time. So like I there's nothing I can really say to you about that. Now, the video he made with his wife, tell me that shit wasn't a little cringe, bro.
bro. That was the most like I be real. That shit was horrid to watch, man. I've never watched something and been like, I felt bad for his wife because I was just like, yo, he's really using this Christianity shit to really be like, yeah. I was like, ooh, this is trash, bro.
Yo,
This is straight
uh,
booty.
I say that the and the funny part about it was the nigga made a Chigola was good, my boy. I say the funny part about it is that the nigga made a fucking he made a reaction video to it.
His goddamn video
He
and
made a
talked in the third person. What's good, Chicola? Chicola? I'm bad with names, but I'll get it right. I promise you. Appreciate you stopping
you
through.
got it, you got it, it's Chigola.
Chigola. There we go.
I say, but bro, how do you make a reaction video to your own video about you not being faithful and practicing what you preach?
Bro, the dude's a narcissist, man. You gotta be a serious narcissist, bro. And it's just like he's like, oh, because you guys have been asking for it. I'm
Right?
like, but you don't have to make this. You
You
really
don't
don't
have
have to
to.
make this video.
Also, I think a lot of people say shit like that just because they want to make a video like that, and
Mm-hmm.
they feel like that's the only way they can do it, and it not seem, I guess, weird or fucked up for the most part.
Bro, that shit seemed fucked up, man. I'll be real. The way he was holding his wife's hand the whole time with the goddamn kung fu death grip,
Yo,
I
he
was
said
like, damn,
the funny
son.
thing is he said it himself, but he was saying, "Oh, it looked like his wife was looking uncomfortable and everything about it." But that's just if you watch more lives and shit like that. That's just who she is. That's just how she is. Nah, nigga, she is uncomfortable, bro. I say, trust me. There's no woman. I don't think there's any woman on the planet that really wants to go through a situation where they have to sit down with their husband who's been unloyal, unfaithful to them, and and hold his hand while he explains all this shit to them. To me, that
Yo,
shit sounds wild, bro.
and that was the bad thing. It was like, yo, yeah, she didn't make me come on here. She didn't make me want to explain this. I said, so why'd you bring her on here? You honestly had You
some type
honestly
of
had no
intentions.
reason to go in there and bring your wife out there. This man has never shown us his wife.
It's because he had
Now
to keep.
you want to show us her and embarrass the shit out of her at the same time?
I say he had to keep his brand. That's all it
Man,
was. He had to
it's a
keep his
trash
brand
brand, bro.
because there's no way that he would be able to continue saying the shit that he says and doing the shit that he says if the nigga was not if he blah, blah, blah. Yeah, say if he was not gonna try to continue, if he wasn't gonna make this video and apologize and try to make
Mm.
it seem like, you know, I brought it out to my wife, I was 100% with her from the beginning, I told her every single thing that happened, blah blah blah, and it's supposed to be make it better. And at the end of the day,
I
like
don't know how that
it
makes that
doesn't
better,
make it
bro.
better because like now, one, she already feels like she looks like an idiot.
She
That's
did
just
look like an idiot.
and
Keep it a
and
buck. She looked like an idiot.
and you're right. And as bad as that sounds, and as bad and as fucked up as it sounds, it's that's completely the truth. And it sucks. It really does suck for her. And I completely feel for her at the end of the day because you don't want to fucking deal with shit like that. That's something that you never want to have to deal with, no matter who
Yep.
that person is.
And that's I said like at the beginning when I said, yo, the fact that the way the Christianity was used in this video to like just have that conversation, I'm just like, listen, man, listen, I grew up Christian and we don't yeah, I know a lot of people rock like that, but that's not cool, my dude. That shit is not cool. You know what I mean? Just in general, that I was like, bro, really? Y'all just you gonna act like that was okay? You gonna act like all that? And like, I got different values, even for someone that grew up Christian, but I was kind of just like, I didn't have a problem with him checking in on people. You know what I mean? That old friends or old sexual encounters and shit like that. I feel like that's something you need to talk to your partner about and shit like that. But if those situations were strictly friendly, I got no problem with that. Now that other shit, after you've been preaching for years and years about how we ain't shit, because it's kind of like, yo, a lot of dudes are sitting here like, yo, bro, you sound like a hypocrite. If you can't talk about women and men in an equal capacity, I feel like you're pandering. You know what I mean?
Obviously, definitely. I say I completely agree with that statement. I say you can't talk shit about one and then literally just expect everybody else to be okay with it. That's just not how it works. I say you can't build. I mean, granted, yeah, he did build on just pretty much just fucking people over, fucking niggas over, and telling women. I mean, granted, a lot of the shit that he did say made sense.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
take
gonna
some of that
hold.
right.
I'm not
Like,
gonna take that away from him. A lot of the shit
mhm,
that he did say did make sense. Not even gonna hold you,
like,
but
like 25. Like, I get a nigga a solid 70%. A solid 70% of what he's saying was making sense, right?
yeah,
A
when he
solid
was not,
70%.
when he wasn't contradicting himself, obviously,
Yeah. But I
that's
feel
when
like
it made
everything he
sense.
said, a lot of shit he did say, bro, was like to the extreme of like how bad a nigga can be. And I was listening to one of his videos of him talking about how like, yo, this brother left you and he didn't realize how great you were because you was a great woman. I'm just like, why does it have to be to that? Why maybe he didn't like you like that? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he wasn't fucking with you like that. Maybe
I
you weren't the
yo,
one.
I agree. I
Why
just
does
think that
everything
he
gotta
should have.
be to the point of that?
I agree with that. He should have put both of that on there. He should have put both sides of that spectrum on there. The fact that he always went to, I would say, right now we're talking about Derrick Jackson. That's what's happening right now. That's what's happening here. I would say the fact that the man automatically just went to saying that you're right and he's wrong was pretty much the gist of everything that he said. And that's not how you're supposed. And I understand where he's coming from because obviously a lot of the situations that the people that are listening to, that's correct. You could be right and the man could be wrong, but it could also be the other way around. Also, he's
Mhm.
also making you lead to a situation that possibly doesn't even have to deal with why you broke up in the first place.
Yep.
You're like, oh, he left because he can't handle a good woman or he can't handle this, so on and so forth, or blah blah blah. That probably isn't it. I say it's possible
I
that
feel like a lot of
motherfuckers.
times that's not always it. And that was the thing I didn't like about this guy was like
Speak
Yo,
on it.
give these women some realistic perspective sometimes. Like everything doesn't have to be the extreme, you know what I mean? Give some people some realism. There's no realism in the shit he says. It's always just like, nah, yo, this nigga crazy. It's kind of like, yo, maybe you crazy. Girl, maybe you were crazy and you drove this man away. Maybe that girl he likes now ain't as crazy.
Yeah, let's say you're right. Let's say you got
But you
that
know what I
right.
mean? It's like the conversation, like, let me ask you this real quick, real before we get right back to this. Do you think a strong woman is like how can I say this? I feel like when people talk about a strong woman and they complain about it, they're talking about like someone who's independent and shit like that. But the way people reference it, when I think of that and shit like that, when I think of a strong woman that where that people are like, yo, I don't like that shit. I think of that bitchiness. You know what I'm saying? Where it's not like, yo, you independent, you do for yourself, and yo, you got fucking character, but you just bitchy. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Hold on. Say
Hmm.
that one more time. Say that one more time, just so I can hear you
Okay.
clearly. Say that one more time.
So what I think about this, right? Like how when he talks to women, I feel like
Mhm.
he's talking to women and he's saying this thing like, strong woman, right? And I feel like there's two sides to that. When people talk about strong women, I feel like you have your independent, I'm a boss and shit like that, and then you got your bitch. You know what I mean? No offense to anybody, but if you're not a bitch, you shouldn't take offense to it. Real talk. If you're not a bitch, as the boy Drizzy Drake Rogers says, I hate calling the bitches bitches, but the bitches love it.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. I respect that. All right. Jesus Christ. No, he's not saying a strong woman is a bitchy woman. That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying.
Exactly.
But can continue with your point so you can
But yeah, I feel
elaborate
like
for this.
in that conversation, right, when
Right.
Derrick is talking about a man leaving a strong woman, I feel like there's always just this context that, yo, you're an independent woman and that's why he couldn't handle it and shit like that. Sometimes I feel like people get this shit misconstrued and they think being bitchy and rude and shit makes you strong and it's like, yo, people don't want to deal with that shit, bro. Like on a real tip, like I don't mind a strong woman in the sense of like, yo, you independent, you strong and you strong willed, you got a will of your own and shit like that. I don't want
Mhm.
to deal with someone who's constantly bitchy and an asshole. I don't deal with that with men.
Well, if you're coming, if we're going through the the aspect of a person just being bitchy, not
Mm.
specifically just women, just not specifically
Mm-hmm.
women, bitchy women, I would say I can understand that. You don't want anybody in your life that's gonna interrupt or how can I say complain constantly or anything of that nature. And that goes for men or women. I completely understand that. I completely understand that. So I get where you're coming from. No, I get that. It was
You
just
know,
funny the
you
way.
explain sometimes. You don't want to just be saying bitches and shit like that, because then you gonna get all that hate mail.
I I understand that. Now, the thing about it is I think you can call somebody a bitch when they're acting like a bitch. I'm gonna just be real. I know this is a difficult
Mm.
conversation for a lot of you. I know I also look tired as fuck. Don't tell me. Um, I think you can call somebody a bitch if that's what they're doing. If you do some bitch shit, I'm gonna call you a bitch. That's just real shit. Like me and my boys, like me and my niggas is playing video games or something like that. We call each other bitches all the time. I say if we're at the basketball court, we calling each other bitch, pussy, asshole, all types of shit. Niggas is rude.
Mm-hmm.
Now, eh, now when it comes, and it's hard to say it because as a man, like obviously I'm probably gonna get some slack for it. But if somebody is being a bitch, you can call them a bitch. If a woman is being a bitch, you're being a bitch. And the only reason I say that is because equality. I'm not gonna hold you. I know it sounds kind of funny, but equality. And like I'm not gonna take more from you than I would from somebody else. I understand having boundaries and also having how can I say having cushion based on your
Mm.
partner and what they do and what they can say and shit like that. But
Mm-hmm.
you shouldn't also have that automatically come into disrespectful territory. Now, once it gets into disrespectful territory, that's a totally different story. I'm not there for the disrespectful shit. I'm not gonna tolerate that. I don't tolerate that from anybody.
I vibe with you on that.
And it's just, and I just don't like the society repercussion of, not society repercussion, but the self repercussion and the societal image that it has instilled in people's heads that if you call somebody a bitch or you call a woman a bitch, you're automatically being misogynist or something of that nature. And it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to be of that. It's not. It's not that. It's literally you're being a bitch. To
Yeah,
put it
but
on the
like
most
literal
lightest terms,
definition, you just being a bitch.
like I call like let me see another slang a slang thing I do. I call everybody baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally my slang. That's my I call grown ass niggas baby. Dead ass. I call
Yeah.
everybody baby. That's just slang. The only thing I will never call a nigga is love. I only call women love. But that's just
I fucks
but
with you.
that's just what has happened to me. I'm not trying to say it in any misogynistic way, but it's just how I've been learned how I learned how to talk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not me being disrespectful. It's just how I talk at the end of the day.
Yeah,
But going back to this nigga Derrick Jackson, bro,
big time.
the I'll say shout out to Aber and Preach for coming through with all the receipts and all the videos and shit like that. And I think
Yo.
one of the videos there was he was doing a video and like you can see her
Mm-hmm.
white pillars behind him in the video of his side chick's house. And I'm like, yo, bro,
Left the
where did
side chick's house just to go talk shit about us. Hey,
like
that's what we doing, bro.
how do you get the balls for something like that? Also, how do you think you can keep something up of that nature in the background? I never really understood that. I've never understood that. Does that make
I think
sense?
I think
It,
these niggas honestly they get power, bro, and then they kind of just forget that, yo, this shit. Even with regular niggas, it's kind of like yo, the sides be coming out here. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say,
They
but
be
the
out here
thing about
posting
it
you
is,
on social media and shit.
but it's easier. It's 10 times easier as a nigga who doesn't know, who isn't fucking known to cheat compared to somebody that's way bigger. I mean, it's like, I mean, and I'm not saying that it's okay for little niggas to cheat. Definitely not. I
Mm.
don't agree with cheating at all. Stupidest fucking shit in the world. But nigga, you are literally the pinnacle, one of the pinnacle aspects of women's rationality when it comes down to relationships.
Mm.
And you, sir, aren't holding any of that, any of those values to yourself. You're not you're not bestowing any of that onto your wife. That's insane. I say, and you can continue to try to build off this platform, which he fucking did because the nigga
Yup.
tried to say you can read about this in my new book, Healing Together or some shit like that. And it's like,
Niggas
what,
trash.
bro? Are you are you kidding me? Are
Yo,
are you fucking kidding me
sometimes you
right
find
now?
out literal nigga is literal trash, bro. Like no cap, yo. Just the nigga's trash. That's like
I,
that's something I really understood when I was watching him, and I was like, yo, my dude, you are literally like you're the people who like honestly I stay here and I hate you the most, man. Cause like yo, you trash and
oh
you
god.
stand on being trash while trying to tell other niggas how much better you are than them. And I know he was trying to pull the I never said put me on a pedestal, but it's like you can't tell women what's wrong with men and literally always kind of just point out our faults. And then you
Yeah,
be living this shit you're saying about us. Like what kind of shit is that? You know what I mean?
I agree.
It's wild.
It don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah.
I say it's just I just don't get how niggas can have so much audacity. Like, where does that come from? I understand getting like niggas get a little bit of a power trip, like you said,
Mhm.
but what about that power trip automatically makes you think that you're untouchable? I understand gaining power makes sense, cool, but you think you could just do all types of wild shit to your family and your friends and shit like that, and everything's gonna be cool? I
Yeah, he thought.
I would say, what kind of power do you think you have here, sir? What kind of
Yo, my
power
dude.
do you think you have where you can go and fuck on your side chicks and think everything is gonna be all right? Like I never like am I say, am I alone here? Hello?
Nah.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Nah, bro. Yo, you honestly, yo, what you're saying is very true. It's kind of like it was only a matter of time. Like real talk, it was only a matter of time before someone came forward and was like, "Hey, yo, I've been messing with boy." You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta know this is gonna happen.
Mm.
You gotta know this is gonna happen. At some point in time, someone was gonna want more, and it's like, yo, was wild. I was just literally having a conversation about having relationships that are like friends with benefit situation. And I said,
Okay.
yo, at some point, someone is gonna want more, and like either you're gonna walk away or shit is gonna get pushed.
Mm.
Sometimes you got side chicks and they want more, or they want fame. You's a famous nigga. I don't know what you thought was gonna happen. You've
Shit.
been doing this shit for a long time, bro. You've been in the spotlight for a long time.
A
What did
long
you think
time.
was gonna happen? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo,
I
it's
said,
just
yo,
like,
you're right, nigga. I completely agree with you. What did you think was gonna happen at the end of the day? There's no way in hell you thought you were gonna be able to have two side chicks and everything was just gonna pan out
yup.
regularly. Like, nah, nigga, like, it just doesn't work like that. It legitimately does not work like that at all.
Yo, and be
And it's
real,
scary that niggas
on
think
a
like
real
that.
tip, bro. On a real tip, he lucky he didn't knock none of them chicks up.
I say, didn't he not? I thought he did knock one of them out.
Hold on. I don't know. Did he? I'm hoping he. Yo, that might. Hold on.
You
Let me
said you're
see.
hoping? That's fucked up.
Nah, 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 nah. I'm not hoping. You know what I'm saying? I would never hope that on somebody. That did that to themselves. I would never hope that someone who's cheating on their wife with multiple different women got one of them pregnant and they stole his money through child support for the rest of his life. No, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't hope that, bro. No, never.
I say that's fucked up. That's some fucked up shit. I mean,
Uh,
granted, he is wrong, but that's fucked up.
nah, nah, I wouldn't. You know what I'm
I
saying?
no,
I
I
don't want
get,
none of
I
that
no,
to be true.
I heard you, nigga. I heard what you said. I heard exactly what you said, bro. It's all good. You ain't gotta say nothing like that. I get it. Now, now, oh my god, I lost my train of thought.
Oh, he did. I think he did get one of them pregnant.
Oh, who the
Oh
fuck was
no,
it?
she
He did,
was
right?
pregnant with his baby.
Ah,
I
she
think she
was
aborted
pregnant.
it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. Mm, mm. How do you feel about that?
Keep it a buck, bro. And I don't want to say it like that, but keep it
Hold
a
on.
buck. He got lucky
What do you mean he got lucky?
because when you're in that kind of situation, right?
Right.
It's like first off, you're cheating, right? You ain't
Ooh,
gonna have
yeah.
no quiet. You ain't gonna have no quiet situation. Like back in the day, there was old dudes who had second families. You know what I mean? And you never knew. You in the spotlight, she was gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? Regardless.
Mm.
Now you got to deal with that. You got to deal with your marriage, your godly marriage and shit like that. And you got to deal with that in the spotlight with someone who may or may not be trying to get famous off your name and shit like that. Like that's a bad situation to have a kid in the first place.
See,
That's a
you're right.
terrible situation to bring a kid into where you got first off you got a disrupted home
Mm.
and just mad motherfuckers all over the place.
Well, yeah. Everybody gonna be mad in that situation. You know,
Yeah.
I say, I would say somebody said there was a post that I want to bring up that I just want to talk to you about real quick because it was a little wild for the most, well, not wild, but
Mm,
I understood what the lady is saying, and I somewhat agree with her. I don't fully agree, but I somewhat agree with her. And
mm.
she said, well, yeah, look how you brought yourself on the live with your man. As a look at a side chick and then look at his wife, and then like women need to continue to
I
take
seen
care of
that
themselves
trash.
and shit like that. And I'm like, I get where she's coming from with the aspect of like women have to take care of themselves. You have to do yourself up and shit like that. Every once in a while
Mm,
to obviously continue to keep your man interested.
mm-hmm.
And like I get the concept of like obviously the nigga, like when you met the nigga, you wasn't just like just bare non makeup or anything like that, or you wasn't like dressed up or anything like that, some shit of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, all right, now you got with him, and then you don't ever dress up or anything for him, blah blah blah. And I get the concept, but I can understand, wanting to see your partner dress up. I get that. I mean, it makes
Mm-hmm.
perfect sense, does it not?
Yeah.
You telling me if your girl saw you in a suit, you telling me she ain't gonna be like, god damn, man.
Yeah, that's something that, and I agree on that aspect, right? Where you gotta kind of still be appealing. Like at the end of the
Exactly.
day, through the rest of it, like we're um men. First off, I gotta say this: we're gonna be like, what's the word? I don't want to say physical, but kind of like physical creatures. You know what I mean? Eyes, touch, shit like that. Women are more mental, so it's like for you, like women, you might not. Sometimes they might not give a fuck if you dressed up and shit like that. They don't care about that physical appearance. Hence, like most dudes during relationships, they gain a shit ton of weight.
Right.
A lot of chicks still they love you regardless as long as you mentally stimulating. Dudes, because we're visual creatures, kind of like, yo, I still want my wife to be attractive. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta be the coke bottle I met you at, but hold my interest a little bit in that manner.
I get that,
So it's
but
like, yo,
I
I do,
mean,
I
it's
do
not
get
like a
that.
nigga, but you can't also be a nigga and just completely let yourself go either.
Oh, no, 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 never.
And I say that in the aspect of, yes, there are women that will stay with a nigga just because like she loves him, regardless of how he looks. But that does
Mm-hmm.
not change the fact that you can't tell me that you're not going to be less attractive to the person if the person lets them go in either direction.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's something that you're not attracted to. If you are only attracted to I say if you're only attracted to muscular niggas, and then you get with your boyfriend and he literally turns to like pure fat, are you telling me that you're still as interested in him as you were before?
No, and that's why I said, yo,
And that's my aspect
exactly.
of it. And I mean, it sounds fucked up for some people. It does sound fucked up, but you also have to understand it's like people like what they like, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And just because someone's with you doesn't mean you should automatically be like, all right, cool, I can drop everything that that person likes about me and just do whatever the fuck I want.
Yep.
Like it's a partnership for a reason. Like it's a relationship for a reason. Like you can't. I just. I would say I know I get lazy sometimes, but I do it my best to at least try to
Mm-hmm.
look decent. Make sure niggas smell good and all that extra shit. And I mean, granted, it's for me, obviously, but it's
Mm-hmm.
also for her at the same time.
Yeah.
I would say if I fucking walked around all day, every day, looking horrible, then like I can't expect her to be as fucking excited to see me all the goddamn time. But that's just
Yeah.
me. But that's just me. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, and yo, you know what's the fair thing about that is? It's like that's the fair thing about it to say it like that. But it's like, yo, it also like it kind of plays into like everybody's relationship.
Uh-huh.
So, relationship wise, if I met you and you was fire, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to turn into lard. We was fire. You know what I'm saying? At least be a little kindling. You know what I'm saying? Be a little kindling for me at least.
Nah,
you
I
know?
completely agree with that, bro. It's just it just takes a lot for It takes a lot for people to understand things before. How can I say this? It takes people sometimes to get offended first a few times before they finally understand what someone's trying to tell
Yo, and I can attest to this. I can you know how long I had to hear my girl call me a fat ass before I got my ass up?
them.
It was a while. It was a while, man. I was walking around here. I got comfortable. You know, that's
It
the thing.
hurts
And
for a
I was
while,
looking
and then you
at,
start to
yeah,
understand.
yo.
Oh my
Like
nigga, go
I was
ahead.
looking up how long they've been together. They've been together, let's just say since like 2015, 2014, somewhere around there, right? That's a long time to be together. You
Right?
start getting comfortable, right? That's how long me and my girl been together, about 7 years. And
Yeah.
that's something that I realized, like, yo,
God
you start
damn.
getting real comfortable. I was up there in the 250s at a point, and I was just sitting there like chilling. She's like, you gonna work out? You know, you gonna go for a little run?
See,
And you
but
start
like
getting a little feeling like, yo, but I'm happy.
that was
We happy.
yo. That check out my last show if you want to go check out my TikTok, my Instagram, everything. I literally have a clip, a 30-second TikTok talking about it's so much easier to tell a nigga that he's fat than a woman.
Yo, it is.
Tell me it's
It
not,
is.
nigga. I did it
It
suave.
is.
I did the segment with suave. Do you want to join in and chime in on yours? Hmm?
Yo, on the fatness, on being
Yeah,
called
nigga.
fat. Listen,
Yes.
man,
Go
I'll tell
ahead.
you, the first time it didn't bother me. I'll keep it a buck. The first couple times it didn't bother me. After getting called fat a couple times, kind of like, damn, son, yo, maybe I am fat. Then you start heading into that self-conscious realm that we be talking about women and shit. And I was like, I
Oh
was
shit.
looking at photos. I was like, damn, that shirt was a little big. What size? What size have I been buying my shirts in? Large. I've been wearing a medium for a long time now. What the fuck is going on? Then
Ah,
I'd walk over and grab a pair of pants, but like, yo, I can't fit these pants. I start jumping like a Beyonce video, like you Megan Thee Stallion and shit, like
bruh.
jumping up and down trying to fit in your pants. You're like, damn, man. All right, maybe I am fat.
This nigga here. Yo. Oh my god. I
Hey,
say
you keep it a buck, yo.
I've never had I say and I've never had that issue where people obviously call me fat. I've literally been this weight like damn near my entire life. I'm the same weight that I've been since like 8th grade. Like I fluctuate within the same 10 pounds up and down. And it's fucking
Yeah, and
ridiculous.
that's awesome. I'm like, I didn't even get my metabolism like you, man.
Nigga, and the thing is I don't do anything anymore. Like you remember I used to ball all
Yeah.
day, every day at the basketball courts constantly. Constantly. I was shots, everything, layups, doing it all. Constantly, every day. And on the bike. But now, nigga, I don't do shit other than go to work. Other than the fact that my last job before I was moving people, and then this job I'm a custodian, so I'm cleaning shit all goddamn day. I don't do much now, and I still don't gain weight, nigga. And niggas like, oh yeah, once you turn 25 or turn 26, like you going that weight gonna start packing on real quick. I'm like, nigga, ain't shit come yet.
Yeah. Yo, your metabolism popping still, bro. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Your
I was say,
metabolism
I
popping.
know it is.
Honestly, like I said, you might not be eating as shitty as like a lot of us were eating. Like
Eating the what?
that, like I said, you might not be eating as shitty as a lot of us be eating.
Nigga, I eat a lot of shit. I'll tell you that. Nigga,
Listen, man.
nigga, I be eating some bullshit, bro. Nigga, Uber Eats and all that is my friend. We cool. We cool. I'll tell you that. I say I don't
But
know. I
yeah,
just don't. I
man.
just can't gain weight, my nigga, and just like that's how it's been for a long, long time. I was saying, obviously,
Yep.
I people talk shit to me for being skinny, but it's not as frequent. It's not as frequent for me to be talked to about being so skinny than it is for people to be talked about being fat.
Yeah. It's
And
not
it's
as
kind of
offensive either. That's the thing.
well, yeah. That's another thing I was gonna say. I was like, for skinny niggas, no matter what you say, it's like, all right, but I'm skinny. Like that's literally the end of the conversation. It's like, yeah, I'm skinny. All right, nigga, and I say, but fat niggas, like, they'll go on fat people all goddamn day.
Yeah.
And
And that's
it's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I think the bad part about the whole fat thing too, right, bro, is like I think we touched on this last time we streamed together. I was like, yo, I was a fat kid, right? So
Right.
like self-esteem wise, being fat kind of hit different. Like I see people now complaining about being called skinny and shit, but I was like, yo, being called fat hit a little different, yo. I was called fat during childhood. You know, you get a little fat Albert, a fucking fat Albert joke and shit, and you be sitting in the corner for a little while, like, damn, do I look like Fat Albert?
But it's the cultural acceptance of it. That's the difference between men and women when it comes to calling people fat, though. Because it can
Yeah.
hurt you just as much as it hurts women,
Hmm.
but it's not gonna stop niggas from calling you fat.
Oh hell no, nah,
It's not
nah.
gonna stop. It's not gonna stop people from talking shit, bro. It's not. It
Yo, you
happens,
could be
bro.
fat and on your way down to getting skinny, and you be trying to do skinny nigga shit, like eating salad and shit, and eat
Right?
healthy,
They
and
like
niggas still
fat
be
ass
crapping
nigga
on you.
eating
Look at this
salad,
fat nigga with
nigga.
this salad, nigga.
Bro,
Ugh.
you don't want no goddamn salad, nigga.
And then you come through with fucking French fries and shit. Oh,
Yeah,
this
you want
nigga
these. You
eating
want these
fries and
fries,
shit.
nigga.
You got the double bacon burger with you too.
These shit's hot. These shit's hot, nigga. These fries is hot,
Oh
bro. I know
shit,
you want
man.
some. I say it's so fucked up though. Like niggas literally don't be supporting niggas when they be trying to better themselves sometimes.
Yeah, we gotta do better with that, bro. You know, we got to. We gotta be supporting our brothers out here to be trying to better themselves. Cause you know, a lot of people they just going we just a lot of time we just stay here tearing each other down and that ain't helping nobody. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm saying?
completely agree. Yeah, I say it's. I say it's never been. I say it's never been the best. Honestly, when it comes down to telling your niggas the main issues in your life, unless they're really, really cool and close to you. I say you tell a lot of niggas
Hmm.
your own issue, niggas use that shit against you, or they just wave that shit off because they don't want to talk about it.
Yo, I gotta ask you, what you saying that do you feel more comfortable telling your boys personal shit or more comfortable telling like someone, and I'm not saying like your girl, I'm talking about like someone you might just start dating or haven't been dating for a long time, right? Because honestly, I gotta see, yo, I'd feel more comfortable telling my boys, because yo, I be feeling like you tell some girl that you're not like super serious, some shit, like y'all might be in a talking phase or just started dating for a little while, motherfucker use that shit against you, man.
Well, I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I honestly, I don't really think I talk to anybody about this shit, and the reason of being is because I don't really have too many motherfuckers to talk to about the extra shit, and also a lot of times you could feel a certain way in a moment, and then feel different later on, and you don't want people to associate that with you or associate that
Hmm.
situation with you or whatever the fuck it is. It's just
Hmm.
there's just so many different reasons for it, bro.
Listen, nigga, you know if you gotta talk about some deep shit, you can talk, man. You know we here. That's why we got the
Well,
Discord.
well,
Come in
I
there, you
get
talk
that.
about
I
this deep
got
shit
that.
with us, man.
I say it's just I say it just doesn't really make sense, honestly. I say you
Mm.
a lot of the shit that you have to say, whether it's to your friends or to your people, it always can be either used against you or you can make it feel vulnerable or you can feel like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. And then not knowing what it is you should and shouldn't say
Mm.
makes that aspect a lot bigger at the end of the day. And it makes it harder for me to like want to say certain things to certain people or tell people certain shit. And I keep a lot of shit to
Mm.
myself because I don't really think that a lot of people honestly really even fucking care, to be honest. I say as
That's
much as
fair.
and like I get it, there's a lot of people out there that, people will like your post, they'll share shit, oh message me, this, that, and so forth, blah blah blah. And I just think they really don't care. And I'm not talking about like streamers and shit like that and people like that.
Mm.
Cause like niggas that saying it on stream and shit like that, most of them niggas care. I care. Cause that's why I tell people
Mm.
to do it. If you need somebody to talk to me. I'll talk to you. I got no problem with that. I talk to my people. You join the Discord, I talk to everybody in there. Now,
Mm.
it's when it comes down to like real life people and people that you're being around and having to try to explain yourself or explain certain feelings and shit. And you just feel like
Mm.
certain people are just gonna judge you in certain type of ways, and you just don't want to be that nigga that's like, oh, here's this nigga complaining again, or is this nigga with issues, and or oh, he's trying to ask for something because he's complaining about this or whatever the fuck. And I think it's also a self esteem issue as well. I say I don't. It's not automatically that people try to make me feel that way or they do things to make me feel that way, but I
Mm.
automatically get that feeling, and me getting that feeling doesn't make me feel good.
I think, and like talking about what you're talking about, right? I think part of that is just it also contributes to how as men we have these relationships with other men in the manner of when you can't really say your feelings, right? Because you gotta, like you're saying, someone's always gonna use it against you, and sometimes you really be having an issue. You don't need a nigga cracking jokes on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like sometimes that shit is serious, and sometimes we gotta be serious with our men friends and shit like that. Um, I agree, yo. There's a lot of not a lot of people like you and Avery. I'll talk to you guys and shit like that if I need to. I got one homie outside of like
Avery don't
a
be trying to
relationship,
stream
an
with niggas no
actual
more.
dude, huh?
Avery don't be trying to stream with niggas no more. He's too famous now.
Yeah, he be out here. He had a little good
He
night
too
now. Now we
famous.
don't exist and
He too
shit.
famous, right? Like he didn't even want to even answer the Discord to say after yesterday. Don't even want to
That's
answer the
cool.
Discord, my nigga.
You know, he wanna do a boxing match. So
Right?
it's
Don't
good. It's
even
all good.
want
We're gonna do that. I'm gonna put him in his place. Be like, you ain't too famous. Catch these hands, nigga.
to, right? That's crazy. Don't even want to answer the Discord. I'm put that in his chat
Yeah.
too. Put that in the chat too. Cause it's
But
Friday
yeah, bro. I
night. It's
think.
King Cuddle Talks Time to Talk show.
Oh yeah, hold on,
And
hold on.
he's not
Let's go
even
over
here.
there.
That's crazy, right?
Let's go over his Discord real quick. Let's go over his chat real
Nah,
quick. Talk some
fuck
shit.
his Discord, nigga. I'll put it
No,
right
no,
in
no.
his
I'm going on the
motherfucking.
stream, son. I'm going on the stream. I
Hold
gotta talk a
on.
little shit.
Will we hit the fucking
Here he is.
in Twitch's database? Will we hit the 3,000?
Y'all hear his ass?
693.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, y'all hear that? Y'all heard this boy?
93 plus 225 plus
Oh damn, he ain't even gonna answer the.
plus.
He ain't even gonna look
We
at
at
our
2,000
messages.
now.
Right?
Okay.
Look at that. He's too damn famous for us to look at the
166
messages, bro.
166 plus 242
This nigga just adding up shit.
plus 333, 322 plus
Chat, you see how disrespectful this
322
man is?
plus 243. Oh my god,
We're even
I
in his
smell it.
Twitch chat and the nigga not even messing. That's crazy.
Guys,
That's crazy.
ladies and gentlemen, I don't even have to go
Look
any
at this dude.
further.
He not even responding. Look
On
at
the
that.
Twitch's database,
My boy too famous for us
like,
now, yo.
technically,
Bet.
Mm.
Bet.
plus 41.
Bet.
Oh man.
It's a
But
wrap.
yeah,
wrap.
bro. I think we gotta be more. I don't want to say selective with our male friends, but we gotta be more open to have these conversations with our male friends, bro. Like, I got a homie. I got one homie who I know, like, if shit hit the fan, or if
Shit.
I needed to vent in a manner that would be considered bitch like and shit like that, I could call this nigga, and if I needed to cry in a very unmanly like manner, you know that, yeah, that.
I can't lie. I probably got like two niggas like that. I can't lie. I probably got like
Huh?
two niggas like that. I got two niggas like that.
Yeah, you gotta have a nigga like that. At least one nigga like that, bro. If you gotta call this nigga and some shit happen, and you gotta be on the phone with your bitch voice and shit, you gotta have a nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like, yo, other than that, it's just like you got niggas who are gonna crack shit on you, and it's kind of like it's all fun and games, but yo,
Yeah.
I don't need you cracking shit on me. Sometimes shit gets serious, bro. Sometimes I might be sitting here contemplating how to end it, and it's like, yo, I don't. Ah, damn, nigga, you talking about ending it again?
Yeah,
Like, I don't need to hear that.
I say I'll be honest with you. I'll be dead ass honest with you. I say that shit right there is the worst.
Yeah.
The having the thought. I was saying, I'm sorry to put this out there. I'm not even gonna say the actual word, but the thought of doing that to yourself, obviously, and not having anybody to talk to, is one of the worst. One of the worst feelings in the world, because that's literally the next step to actually doing it. especially
Yeah.
having nobody to talk to, no one around, seeming like nobody gives a fuck, bruh. I say, and I just feel for everybody who gets to that point, and like, I hope everybody could turn back from getting to there. I say, the vulnerability of being around your boys and being around your friends should never been questioned. It should never been changed or whatever the fuck, or it should have been changed because
Hmm.
as we grow up now and we become men, we realize like, yo, this shit ain't healthy not to be in our touch with our emotions like our fathers and grandfathers and shit like that. Where that shit's
Yep.
not healthy at all. I say, no wonder niggas look so miserable and everything all the fucking time. I say that's just not healthy. And the fact that you don't have anybody that you can talk to because you're a man or you're a male and you can't talk to your friends and shit, that shit is annoying. Say someone said facts, bruh. If you can't be vulnerable around your boys or anyone, that's trash. And I completely agree.
Yep.
Hey, good evening from Boston. Good evening from Boston. I say,
Hey.
good evening from New York. Oh, out here, NY. No, I'm joking. But um, nah, it makes complete sense. Like I get the concept that people don't want people don't want other people's, how can I say, problems on their shoulders all the time.
Hmm.
And it seems like you trying to talk about shit and you expressing your issues are just putting other problems on people's shoulders, especially if someone has to deal with, how can I say, pretty much having your life on their hands at the time that you're talking to them and you're contemplating this. And that burden makes either people not reach out in the first place, which is
Hmm.
fucking way more dangerous than someone, which is way more dangerous, and I believe is horrible compared to just letting somebody talk it out. Just let that person talk. You're talking about, oh, I don't want to
Hmm.
deal with this. Like this nigga is literally contemplating on not being here anymore. And
Yeah.
you're talking about this is I can't deal with this right now. You need to shut the fuck up. Just put your shit to the side and suck that shit up and make sure that this person gets through, especially if this person feels the comfortability to fucking come to you of all people for it. That's the shit that just doesn't make any sense and it scares me so much. PG says had to learn to sympathize because emotionally illiterate for those around me because we need it. I would say how to be emotionally illiterate. I say yes, I
Hmm.
agree. I'm getting ranked on or mocked because I'm broken. That's messed up, and I agree. I say just got here. Sorry, what's the topic? Right now, the topic is just I'll say vulnerability in front of your friends. And I don't know how it is when it comes down to women groups, which is why I'm not speaking on women groups. So I'm not just
Hmm.
trying to say, not just trying to like leave women completely out of it, like it doesn't matter. But I haven't been in any like women groups because I'm not a girl, I'm not a lady. But I've had women friends, and it's a lot easier to speak about certain things like that when it comes to women, and that's just pure honesty at the end of the day. When it comes to talking to
Yeah.
guys, it's more of are these people gonna see me as weak, or is like, can I even talk to them about this? Are they gonna give uh the right advice and shit of that nature? You feel what I'm saying?
You know what's sad, bro? When you said that, I was like, "Yo, am I gonna? I gotta tell. I'm gonna tell this nigga how I'm feeling, and let this nigga know I'm not feeling good, and I might be a little suicidal and shit. And then I gotta beat this nigga's ass to let him know I'm still tough and shit. Like, yo, like damn,
Oh
son,
shit,
that's a sad shit, yo. That's like the thought
it
that went in my
is,
head was
nigga.
like, damn, nigga, I gotta tell this nigga about my feelings, but then I gotta punch him in his fucking stomach or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like, no, yeah, nigga, yeah, but you know, them bucks.
I say that kind of leads me, and someone says, "Do you think if I skate, I can get a skater chick?" Of course. I'm a woman and she's 65. Oh, hey, how are you? Um,
Hey,
I say, but that leads me to my point of a lot of guys fighting or doing. Hey, how are you doing, Gabriel? Thank you for joining. Yo, let me join. You have
oh,
to
this guy
come.
wants to be with us
You,
now.
sir, you have to come. I would say if he's even still here, you have to come to the king's court. Well, you have to come to the king's table. Is it? Are we in the king's table? What are we in? We're in the king's court. Yeah, the king's court on my Discord. You have to join in. I say you can join through the little what's the name up here. I sent a little invite thing. Actually, I might have to resend it. Say, but what I was saying was people get vulnerable, and the reason I say people get vulnerable, and they do dumb shit. Like a lot of guys that are like, how can I say, in the hood or in bad areas, or people that don't actually, not even really the hood, it's really anywhere, honestly. There are people out there that technically just they literally just fucking fight random people for no reason, or they do dumb shit for no reason. And it's because they have nobody else to talk to. And that's always a scary thing. That's always a scary sight. I would say not having anybody to talk to about things that make you vulnerable, or the things that you need to talk about, and then also having to feel that you need to be tough, and because of these feelings you aren't tough and you have to go out there and do tough shit, just creates this giant rabbit hole of bullshit, bro.
Sorry, I'm late.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Mr. Too Famous.
Nah, chill. I literally was
Fuck
playing
out of
horror.
here.
I was literally playing a horror game and I lost. I honestly
Fuck
thought we were starting at
outta
10:30.
here.
And then Reese is like, bro.
What we just say? What we just say? He too famous
Even
to check
at
the
even
group
at
chat, yo.
10:30,
my
even at
God,
ten
cut that shit
thirty,
out.
even at 10:30, you weren't even paying attention to the chat.
Nah,
So
I
I
didn't
don't
even
want to hear
I didn't
none of
even
that.
have Discord up open.
I don't want to
so
hear
I'm
none of
guilty
that.
for it. I'm
I
guilty
would say
for
I
it.
was talking about your chat.
No, I saw Ree at the last minute. He said not even on the Discord call.
Oh,
I didn't
you
even
saw
see your
his.
message.
Oh, you saw his though, but you didn't see mine in your
I
chat.
definitely
All right,
nope, I
bet.
definitely
Nah,
didn't.
all right,
I'll be honest.
nah. We're good here. We're good here, sir. We're good here, sir. See, this is why guys have self. See, niggas can't be vulnerable. And see, now we're having all this testosterone. You see how niggas is angry and shit. See, everything just leads together.
We're switching up chat. We're doing a talk show with this is CareFreeRree and the man, the myth, the legend, Kado King.
Hi
King
everybody.
Kado.
Just to
What's
just
going
to
on, guys?
reenact everything
Wait,
from
Ree,
the
are you streaming?
beginning for anybody.
Yeah, of
God
course.
All right, I'm gonna
damn,
pull you up too.
am I not talking?
My fault.
I would say, I'm sorry. Are we on my show today, or are we on y'all show today?
Nah, it's yours. Yours.
All right then. Let me redo my intro. God damn it. No, I'm joking. I'm fucking with y'all. I just want to say hi to everybody. My name is King Kado. You can follow me on every single platform there is, technically, pretty much, except OnlyFans. Is everything's at KingKadoTalks. If you can find my name, you see it there. It's there. It's right there. It's up there, on there, or it's over there for there, and it's right there for that. So just look at your screens and you can find me. Now somebody asked, how did you spend your stimulus check? How did y'all spend your stimulus check?
I half of it went to
Katie, thank you for the like.
Upgrading my PC, and then the rest went to bills.
Okay. I respect that. What about you, Care?
Um,
Thank you for the
martial
follow.
arts equipment and shit like that. Cause I'm back to training full time. And what I did, I bought a massage for my girl because I wanted to do something nice for her.
Ooh,
Nice.
That's nice.
So,
That's nice.
Yeah.
Now,
What about you? What you blow that stimmy on?
I ain't blow my stimuli on. Nothing. I put it into my credit card, and then
Nice.
I put some of it into my credit card, and then I put some of it into stocks, and then I put like another part of it into this PS5.
That's fair.
I had
respect it.
I had to get the PS5, but I feel proud that I put it into stocks. So that makes me feel a little bit better about myself at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Suave,
Yes.
how do you think vulnerability comes up when it comes to guys groups? Do you think guys can be vulnerable with each other, or do you think it's a little bit lackluster compared to other sexual orientation groups?
Well, I will say this when it comes to vulnerability, I think when you're in a group of males, you're more in, I feel like nobody wants to show that they're any sign of weakness. When you're vulnerable, you're letting people know your feelings. So I feel like a lot of emotions are suppressed.
Mm.
You know, nobody really wants to be known as the person that is kind of weak, or even older generations. We were like our fathers or our male role models always be like, okay, you need to be the man of the house. You need to have this stigma, this idea of um this is how things are run. You don't want to show emotions. You got to be the man of the house and everything. And when you're with a group of friends, you can't show that. You got to show that you're alpha dog. And I feel like people don't like to be vulnerable when it comes
Mm.
to that. You know,
So,
it's a pressure thing. You know.
someone says our generation is changing that stigma.
Yeah, I think so. I
Yeah.
think
I
so.
think so too. I think we're pushing through, and I think it's a good thing that we are. I say us being more vulnerable and being a little bit open to others' feelings and how most of us feel, I think has created such a different feeling for people or vibe, honestly.
Hmm.
Mm.
Like, how can I say it? Like, I couldn't imagine having this conversation like 5 years ago, honestly. And I don't know why that comes to mind when it comes to a vulnerability post like that. Because I think it's because I don't even think I thought niggas could be this vulnerable with each other at that time. And like, and stretch, I say you're completely right. It's a positive thing for mental health awareness. And mental health, I never realized how important it was until I got older. Going through, obviously, going through my situations, living over in, living in the fucking hollow and over, Jesus Christ. Never mind. I don't even want to recall the situations. But living over where I lived, I was saying doing the shit that happened, well, doing the shit that I did and the shit that the other people did. And I would say it creates so much bullshit. And the thing is, you can't bitch about it either. And it's shit that you need to talk about. I would say no one, like, you shouldn't be on high alert all the time at your own house.
Oh
You
fuck
should
no.
you
No, I
shouldn't
agree.
you shouldn't worry about every time your door opens who's who's the other person that could be possibly walking in the house as well, or you, I'll say you're fucking crackheads on your back steps, or crackheads knocking on your door in the morning or 2 o'clock at night or whatever the fuck. I would say it's just so much bullshit that happens, and then you can't fucking talk to anybody because everyone's like, nah, this just regular shit, my nigga, toughen up. And it's like this shit is not normal.
Yo, that's something I'm realizing as I get older. You know, that's something that had to be ingrained in me, bro. I honestly say that, like, because I was living in the PJs. I was telling a story. I feel like I remember I was telling you Avery yesterday, but I
Hmm.
was living in PJs when I lived in New York, and I lived in a renovated project,
Hmm.
but I was still dealing with shit like every day me and my girl would go outside and in that same spot, like there'd be a blood pool on the sidewalk and damn near the same spot. Like damn, yo, or someone coming here and shanking the shit out of somebody or shooting somebody on the way home every night, like right around this same fucking location? Is it that serious? You know what I'm saying? Gunshots ringing off. And when I say gunshots ringing off, we all, you know, that firework gunshot sound you hear where it's like, but it's far enough away.
Yeah,
But it's a little different when you start hearing that shit close enough that shit vibrating in your body a little bit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like that
Yeah.
shit's
yeah.
not normal. That's not something that we should be making normal.
And it's been normal. Like I would say for a lot of hood kids, or I would say low income neighborhoods, that's a very tough struggle that they have to deal with. And these kids are gaining PTSD and all types of shit.
Hmm.
And like people don't want to understand that. No one understands that these kids literally have PTSD. You aren't supposed to see your friends die. You're not supposed to see, well, you're not supposed to see niggas get shot. You're not supposed to see people get stabbed, robbed, and beat to death. You're not supposed to see that shit at a young age. You're not supposed to see niggas talk shit, talk about, oh, I'm gonna kill this man, or I'm gonna kill this man, or see drive-bys, or have bullets swing by your head, or hit your house, or you have to duck and dive or run somewhere because niggas is about to pull the gun out and all that extra shit, or have a gun put in your face. That shit, that shouldn't be normal, my nigga. That should have never, ever fucking been normal. And the fact that
Yo, can I ask y'all something? Not to interrupt you,
Go
Kato,
ahead,
but
go ahead, go ahead.
I want to ask you something about like that. As far as like, do you guys remember this? Do you remember high school where I'm gonna admit his name, but where that kid was jumped and put into the coma, where he was beat up under the bus and everything like that?
Oh yes, he got wasn't was he got
You know
stopped
who
out
I'm
in
talking about?
Tim's?
Yeah. So, do you remember the following day where, because of the situation and because of the background of that kid, that there were gun threats, and instead of being wary because of like just the environment we in, most of the school ran to the front to see someone get shot?
Yeah, I was it's kind of
That's
that's wild. Like,
that's the unnormal shit about us just naturalizing that. It's like, yo, we were kids.
and the
That
thing is,
should be scary, bro.
saying the thing is,
That
we weren't even the worst town
motherfuckers are trying
either.
to kill somebody.
Hey, thank you for the raid, Suave. I
Whoop,
appreciate
whoop.
that,
Of
bro.
course, bro. Of course.
Now, I just it's now the fact that kids can literally just be like, oh, somebody's about to get shot. Bet, let me go check that shit out. Is wild, and we're not even, and we didn't even live in such a bad time or in
Mm-mm.
a bad area like that, bro. Like it wasn't horrible.
Mm.
There were certain parts that were bad, but like the fact that people can get exposed to something and then make that their home life is crazy. And I just feel bad for each and every one of them that had to deal with the nonsense that we had to go through as kids or had to go through in general. I say the bullshit that people put on each other all the time is insane, and you gotta stay 10 toes down. You gotta stay strong no matter what comes after you, and no matter what anybody says. And that shit will literally tear you down from the inside out, and no one will say anything like that. But video games and exposure from movies and internet, you see more than you thought was out there. I completely agree. I would say the world does that to you. Facebook and everything like that. I see people die almost all the fucking time. I see things
Yup.
die all the fucking time on Facebook.
Shit makes you want to. Honestly, sometimes that shit makes you just want to disconnect, bro. Like I don't know how to feel about it sometimes no more. I think before it was to the point where like I think seeing people die was a really hurtful thing, and now it's kind of just got to the point where it's kind of like, yo, that's life, nigga. To quote, niggas die every day, b.
Hey,
It's sad, bro. Yeah, everybody died. Like it's just the world we live in is just a crazy place, man.
yeah,
And it comes down to that. It really does. You know, where somebody can get shot. The thing is we're so desensitized to all this shit, bro.
mm,
Like all these every like you can literally watch somebody on the news get shot and we're basically numb to it at this point,
yeah, we are.
you know. And it's just sad.
It gets scary. It's scary that
Yeah.
niggas is numb to it. I say the fact that you can be numb to something like this is wild, bro. Say, but I'm still not gonna be numb to the kill. I'm still honestly, I'm numb, but I'm not numb because I do feel it
Mm,
when it happens. When people die, I feel that shit.
mm,
When gun violence occurs, I feel that shit. When injustice happens, when it comes by the police killing niggas, I feel that shit. I feel it all. And
Yeah.
honestly, I hope I don't become numb to it. I don't want to become numb to it, because once you become numb to it, like there's no going back from that, bro. There's literally no going back. It's
it's a
not like
struggle to come
fucking.
back.
It's not Novocaine. Like the shit's not gonna, like, you're not gonna get your feeling back later on. Like, my nigga, like, you lose that shit. You lose a part of you. And I don't want to lose a part of me. I don't want to lose a part of that humanity that I got in me that makes me think like, oh, this is just another day. I don't want that feeling, because I don't want that. I don't want that to become, as much as it is reality now. I don't want
Mhm.
that to be my reality at the end of the day. And as much as I can fight it, I'm gonna fucking fight it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying, yo, and and I'm sorry to come on to such a topic of, I don't even know who brought up the topic, but like, my bad, but like, what the, like, I really do hate the way that the world has been set up, or the way that we've been controlling it and making it go. Well, the direction that we've been making it go.
Mm.
And and
Yeah.
obviously I have no place to speak, as in I have not done anything. I'm not the smartest nigga in the world. I don't have the answers. I don't have the plans, the policies, or whatever the fuck we need to create a better world. I can just come up with the basics of the basics, and all I can say is just treat everybody right. And I mean, granted, that comes with a lot of stipulation here and there, and how, what you treat here, and equality, and this, that, and the other, blah blah blah. But it just it's fucking crazy, all right? It's scary. It's really scary. I don't want to lose my humanity. And I'm not going to lose my humanity at the end of the day. I just can't. I say, someone says 1960s wasn't all sweet. They say, I get told that all the time, that you lived in the good times. I would say, yo, the more you go back, the worse it gets. until you until you get to like possibly like the fucking Egyptian times, my nigga. The more you go back, especially for niggas of color, like, the worse it get. I'm sorry. So no, 1960s was not a good time.
I hear that.
I didn't even have to be alive
Oh,
for that shit. I say,
whew.
nah, I completely, I understand where she's coming. I understand where you coming from, though. Like, I get it. Like, definitely, I agree with you. It was not the right time. I would say, but going back in time, it definitely is not. That's not the wave over here, especially for Black people, my nigga. Unless we going back thousands upon thousands of years with what the fuck is his name? Master Musa, the richest black man
Oh,
of
my
all
man's fine.
time and shit like that, my nigga. Unless we going back then, I don't know. I don't know.
My man went
I
back.
don't know, my nigga. I need to be alive when the richest nigga on the planet is a black man. Please, sir. Sir, please come by the town. The nigga was so rich, the nigga ruined economies because he was so rich. How do you do that? It's fucking insane. If y'all have never heard about the man, if you've never heard about Musa, son, search the nigga. The nigga literally, he would take his entire
Trying to get some money.
entourage, walk and throw and give niggas money, and would fuck up your economy because you had too much money in your economy at that short amount of time. It's ridiculous. Fucking absolute ridiculous.
I
I'll
have
say,
I have a random question.
yes,
Mm.
sir. Go ahead.
I mean, so if you had to put yourself in a time period in
Jesus
life,
Christ.
what
Ooh.
time period would you put yourself in?
Who's going? Who's going? Who said, where was he from? He was from
Uh,
Africa. He's an African man. I say, I'm pretty, I forgot. Where was he? Morocco? Was it Morocco? No, it wasn't Morocco. Was it? I don't know. I forgot. I say, just look up Musa, richest black man in the world. Of all time. Some shit like that. All right, but go ahead. What was your
Oh
question
no,
again?
it does. Whoever wants to go first.
No, what was your question again?
My question is, if you could live in a time period of your choice, which time period would you
Oh,
live yourself in? Put yourself in.
hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Um, time period. Jesus Christ, that's kind of difficult, honestly.
It's an interesting question, isn't it?
Well, it's kind of hard because it
Yeah.
seems like pretty much every place on the planet that had black people at one point was racist towards black people.
True.
Like
True.
even the black samurais, they had racism towards them, so I can't even go over there. I say British black people had hella. Say the Italians, the Irish blacks, uh, Jamaica had war. So did Africa. They had a lot of fucking. I don't know, nigga. The time where where Africa was at its highest point, and you had the best time. You had, nigga. It's really hard, honestly, bro. Because no matter where I go back in time, everybody's racist to me. So, like, can I go back to 93? Just be born again, nigga? Can I just be born again, motherfucker? I think we got the easiest time of being black, more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back to the caveman days, bro. Before motherfuckers was smart enough to think about that kind of shit, man. To be hunted with you. Let's go
I
back to the
say
caveman days.
I kind of
Beat
Honestly,
niggas with
I
sticks and shit.
I kind
I
of
would
don't
go.
want to. I don't want no cave girl pussy. I ain't gonna hold you. I do not want
Well,
no
I would
cave
go
girl
back
pussy.
like maybe 80s and have the knowledge or
Chat, where
that I
would you
had
go?
now and
Chat,
go forward with that.
you said the win 80s.
No, 80s, with all the knowledge that I have and just create something that is
All right, now if you're saying that we can go back in time and be who we are right now and know all the shit that we know right now, then fuck yeah, bring me back to 2000.
there you
Bring
go.
me back to 2000, and I'm already on the hunt for when Bitcoin comes out the bitch.
Yeah.
I just say dead eyes, and I'm buying stocks like a motherfucker, like a motherfucker, nigga, because I know what I need to grab. Someone said I would pick the beginning of Adam and Eve. Yep, before color. I say yeah, because everybody would be black at that time. Sorry, if I mean some people think Adam and Eve white, some people think I think they're black, so that's just me. But regardless,
The
they're the
Eve
same.
gene is a
Everybody,
real thing, so that's a
everybody is the
dispute
same
that
race at the time, so technically it does not matter what color you are. So, uh, I say that's an interesting
it's a
time.
little bit. It's okay.
I say you would, nigga. What you say?
I said it matters a little bit, but it's
I,
okay.
I guess. All right. Um.
Listen, man, the
Well,
Eve gene is a real thing, bro.
well, yeah, it is. It is. It is. Now, I would say three. I'll say, damn, y'all. I can't lie. They did live for a long motherfucking time back in Bible days. I would say, what's the name? How old was Moses? Wasn't Moses like 800?
What, nigga?
Yeah, yeah.
Yo,
Moses
you know
was
how?
like
Listen, let me tell you
Moses.
something.
Wait, no, Moses was
If
like 300 or some shit like that.
Listen, my dude, if the motherfucking Europeans and Africans and shit like that were only living like
The
30, 40
Europeans,
years,
the Europeans were not living that long. Sorry,
well, I said like 20, 30 years.
I would say don't include the Europeans with Africans in that situation. I'm just being real with you.
Okay, okay,
Just
okay,
don't do
fair.
that. I would say it's not. It's not.
Back
Nah.
in that time, I feel
If
like
we're
the
talking
average
about
life
biblical
expectancy was maybe
time,
50.
Yeah, I mean, I
for,
feel like back in the day, definitely like
I would say, what
the life
times are we
expectancy
talking
was
about
really
here?
there.
I'm talking about in general. I feel like life expectancy is
But
going
are
up,
we?
but I feel
No,
like
are we
these
talking
niggas
about?
back, these biblical niggas wasn't living that long,
All
bro.
right, all right. I'm talking about biblical times though. Biblical
That's what
times,
I'm saying. I'm
niggas
saying
was
these
living
biblical niggas wasn't
300
living that
to.
long.
You said in biblical times they weren't.
Yeah, I don't think they was bro. They were wiping their
Nigga,
ass with
you
their
can
hand, my
literally,
dude.
bro,
Nigga, if they were wiping their
bruh,
ass with their hand.
my nigga. They tell you the age of Moses and half these, like Adam and Eve, um, the son of the Billy Goat, Autumn niggas. I would say, what the fuck was his name? Cain and Abel lived for years. Moses, see, thank you, thank you, East Coast Rabbit. Moses lived to be 800. Say, don't sleep on me, my nigga. You think I don't know, bro? Fuck you mean?
Listen. You
Say
know the thing, bro?
these
I keep
niggas
it a buck with
lived
you.
for years. There were also giants in that book. Remember, Goliath was a giant. The nigga was 9 feet. He's like 9 feet fucking tall. The nigga was a literal giant.
Bro,
and they've
but this is the
discovered
thing.
bones. And they've discovered
Listen.
bones on this planet. They've just, bro, you're not
I'm
you're not
gonna hit you with
understanding.
some of these.
What do you want?
The hell is this guy's name? I can't
What do you
remember,
want?
but lucky. I'm gonna buy the fucking African cap
Hey,
and shit,
Chigola, thank you.
and
I
I'm
say
gonna start
Hayes has
putting
not
that
been
bitch
on.
on when I got some real hypocritical shit to say.
All right, what you gotta say? All right, say it.
So
What you
look,
gotta
yo,
say?
bro,
Go ahead.
look. So let's get down to the jump, right? So
Speak,
first
nigga.
off, the Bible was written by white dudes, right?
What was
It was written
what was written by white dudes?
So the Bible was written by white dudes.
I would say which one? The King James version, right?
I think I
You mean the
I think
King?
all
You
that
mean
shit,
the
bro.
King James version, right?
I think
not the
all of
new
that shit.
not the newly discovered Ethiopian original Bible, the most oldest original Bible
I
ever
think white
discovered.
niggas been going back rewriting this shit, bro. Period.
I know niggas been
Like-
rewriting this shit, but I'm talking about original shit here.
I'm gonna go and do my research on the original shit, but it's like I feel conflicted when I read this shit, right?
There's a
But
lot.
the
I can't lie.
confliction-
There are some conflictions when it comes to the new age shit. I can't lie to you.
Mm.
I'm not. There's a lot of shit that's lost in translation. The book that they found has an extra fucking like 22 books in it, my nigga, that I'd never even heard of.
22. Goddamn.
Yes,
Man,
there's an
religion-
extra
religion-
fucking 22 books, and the closest translation that you have to that book that is the most accurate representation that people say is the King James version. That's the most translated text from text that they have is the King James version. But this shit has the included book of fucking Enoch. Have you ever heard of the book of Enoch?
I have heard of
Nigga.
Enoch.
It has that. It has the book of Monaco, I think his name is, in there. I've never even fucking heard of that one before. But the shit has like 66 books in it. Some shit like that. The new Dead Sea Scrolls, I would love to fucking read the Dead Sea Scrolls. I would fucking love to read the Dead Sea Scrolls. People don't know this shit is deep, my nigga, and a lot of this shit is on the surface.
Oh, I
Like,
want.
the shit is
That's
coming
not.
out, my
See,
nigga.
the wild thing for me is it's not that like I don't believe that shit is deep. I think for me this is the whole thing too where like when you get to man scribe anything that's scribed by a man or just a person in general, bro.
I
there's
hate that.
inaccuracies.
I like you my nigga. I
Why?
love you. You my nigga and I love you. And I'm gonna tell you exactly why I hate that counter argument with
Okay.
people talking about, but the Bible was written by a man, right? I say, so where do you get your facts from?
What facts?
The facts
Like
that you
just
coming at me
general?
with. Like your general facts. Where are you getting these shits from? You're getting them from man, are you not?
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. Let's say when you talk about, oh nah, this can't be this way in the Bible because science book says this, you're trying to
Oh
tell me.
no. That's
well,
not. This isn't science because I don't fuck with science like that either.
I understand that. What I'm saying is
I'm
the
a huge
general
contradiction,
concept of
Chad.
things. The basic concept, the concept of things is that people will come at me for they be like, oh, this was written by a nigga, and I'm like, nigga, everything you've learned has been written by some other nigga.
Yeah.
Does it make it wrong? Does it make everything that you've ever learned wrong? I
just
understand
feel-
you can question things and you cannot agree with
Mhm.
shit. I completely agree with that. But you can't just tell me like, oh, because a nigga wrote this, that's your argument.
Oh, I'm not.
If
so
God
here's my
said
thing.
if God said he came down and made a nigga write a book, why the fuck? It's God, nigga. I'm a human. You think I have the capacity or a thought process to understand God's understanding or think pattern? That's one of
Let
the
me say
things that
this.
killed me. And I'm hold on. Let me finish. I'll say
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is not coming at you, but this is for
Yeah, tell
people
me.
in general. It's like
Mm.
when niggas talk about why would God do this or why that doesn't make sense. My nigga, are you God? No, you're not. You don't know how to make fucking flowers. You don't know how to build a goddamn mountain. You can't make a human from a fucking atom. You can't create the galaxy and all that extra shit. Also, why the fuck do you expect me to know what God thinks?
Facts.
You don't know what the fuck God thinks. I don't know what God thinks. I'm giving you the best goddamn thing that the nigga said in the book. I'm going by the book. I'm going with the nigga said. He said he made this motherfucker write the book so niggas can read it. Cool. Maybe if he wrote the shit, we wouldn't be able to read it because it's too holy. A nigga, I don't know. But the shit that I will tell you is that the nigga told us that's what he did, and I believe the nigga because that's what the fuck he said he did. I don't, what you want me? What you want me from? At the end of the day, am I hurting you because God said He wrote a book? No. Are the other niggas that are hurting you? Possibly, yes. Yes, I'm not even gonna hold you. The other Catholics and Christians and shit like that, them niggas, they hurting you? Possibly, yes. Not even gonna hold you. Some of y'all, some of them touching you, some of y'all stabbing you, some of them shooting you. It is what it is. Some of them stealing from you. But what I will tell you at the end of the day, if my nigga told me that he wrote a book and he gave this, if he went down to like, yo, Jobs, I need you to write this. I'm pretty sure Jobs was like, all right, cool, my nigga, I got you. What you needed to say. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what the fuck happened. If the nigga that wrote Genesis, he was like, yo, bro, I need you to write down how I created the beginning of the earth so niggas can understand it. Boom, he did it. I got no problem. Why the fuck do I have to question it? Also, I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, that's firm. I wasn't there as a firm.
And I compare that same aspect of I wasn't there with I wasn't there for the creation of the textbook that is in my classroom teaching me all the shit about life and science and all this extra shit. But I trust the motherfucker.
Do you?
I wasn't with these niggas doing the research. They just handed me this book, said, study what's in this book. You'll get it right. This is how life goes. Boom. Simple shit. And you took that motherfucking book and was like, all right, cool. Like,
nah. See, I think that's
you,
where that's why
did.
I'm like real critical and hypocritical shit, right? Is because I need multiple niggas accounts to say for me to be like, yo, this shit is true. You know what I'm saying? I need multiple accounts. That's even like growing up with like the whole school thing and shit, right, bro? I would look at this shit be like, I don't know, nigga. Let me go read another nigga's book and see if he's saying something similar. Like how accurate is these facts across the line? You know how like back in the day playing telephone?
Right.
One nigga say some shit, and then you see how it is when they get down the line and shit.
No, I get that.
That's how I feel about facts, nigga. I'll be like, let me hear this first three niggas, and then let me hear what the last nigga said.
But why is it okay still for Isaac Newton shit to be okay? You telling me all his original work is still from there from back in the day? The nigga that created gravity and law and all of that shit?
Chat, don't kill me. Don't kill me because I might sound ignorant to a lot of you niggas. I don't trust that nigga either. I'm gonna keep it a motherfucking buck. I don't trust that nigga. I don't trust a lot of this shit that, yo, bro, I'm just being real, nigga. Like, I don't trust a lot of this shit, nigga. Like, yo, it's kind of like, yo, niggas make some shit up and shit like that. And then it's kind of like, oh, we got to go with it because this nigga kind of smart. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, this nigga a little smart, so he must be right. Nah, nigga, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me bring that to a point. Let me just bring that to a point. I'm going to let Suave speak on the subject for a second. Now, when niggas say shit like, oh my God, yo.
Honestly,
I'm trying to hold my shit in.
I don't even know how to like. I let y'all say your shit, and honestly, I don't really. I can't even chime in. Whatever y'all said, I was gonna say. So go ahead. Y'all
oh my God! Shit. All right, yo, Vaughn, can you repeat that last part that you said for me? If you even remember it, goddamn.
I think it was on the lines of I don't trust the shit these niggas say. I don't really give a fuck about it because a lot of these niggas are just like they making shit up, and people are like backing it because they're like, yo, this nigga's kind of smart.
There we go. Now, my biggest thing about a lot of the shit that like comes to science and people, this is when, and I'm not even gonna hold you, when I used to believe in a flat earth. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm still 50-50. I'd be real with you. I'm not even gonna be real with you. I'll be real with you.
Hold up.
I used to be. I used to be. Hold on. Hold the fuck up. You're on my show. I'll cut you off this bitch, my nigga. I say relax. I say what is my show about? Do we need to say it all together now? Honesty.
Shall be positive
and respectful of a people's opinions, even if they don't match with our own. Thank you. We all said that together. I appreciate that. Clap it up, chat.
I was
beautiful. Now, my point being, That nigga had to create the math for his shit. Think about that. There's a lot of niggas that have to create the math or the science behind half the shit that they discover because you're discovering it, right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's no if someone discovers something and you have to come up with how this shit is calculated, and you come up with some shit that's like fuck it, this equals this, well, no one can tell me that I'm wrong. I invented it.
Making shit up.
I invented the motherfucker. So so if I give this shit to somebody, right, and I give all this information to NASA, and it's like, oh, this equals this and this equals that, and they do all their calculations around that, they're gonna make things to come up to equals these numbers, and they're like, all right, well, it's right because this is what we had to get to, and this is where we went to get there. And the reason they do that is because they figure they already have the answer. They have to come up with the question. They have to match the question to the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's trying to change the answer. They're just automatically assuming it's there because the nigga in 1700 came up with it or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's my aspect when it comes down to it. Is that these niggas, some of these niggas have to make up their own shit for this, for it to become true. And how are you gonna tell me that you automatically just accept that this nigga is coming up with new math? Niggas essentially creating new math to prove something, and you're like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it got to be factual right there.
Like that shit to me sounds wild. Like that's where I'm coming from at the end of the day. It's kind of like when motherfuckers shit. It's like when you shit, you go to the bathroom, you shit, you pick up your pants. You pick up your pants and then you wipe your hands and then you clean your hands. Then you wash your hands. Think about that. You just went to the bathroom, wiped yourself, and then pulled up your pants and stuff, your belt buckle, and did all that extra shit, and then you washed your hands. Your pants and shit ain't dirty?
Yo, I mean,
All
technically,
right,
right? Technically, your pants are hella dirty because when you flush the toilet, now there's shit particles in the air.
So technically, you fart all day, nigga. They dirty because you fart all day. All right, my bad. Let's swap. Get into the serious conversation before we let him get into the fart and conversation.
I don't even know where I start.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. You is just hosting 19 people. Go ahead, sir. You got this.
Yeah, man. Get in here.
You hear this modest guy? He doesn't even want to talk over here. He's like,
Bro,
there's not enough people over here. There's not enough people over here.
It's not even that, bro. Like, I just honestly like just between the whole like religion shit and then just all that stuff, man. Like, you guys were so deep into the conversation. I was like, well, let me say this, and then I was like, I can't. Like,
listen, man, you know, we men. Sometimes you gotta just say what you gotta say.
Nah, but
we shut the fuck up.
Here's the thing. Like, you guys, it was beautiful. It's like a beautiful thing, and I didn't want to stop it. So like all the opinions I had, probably forgot.
I would say so. Basically, I believe that you can't discredit the Bible just because it was written by niggas.
Honestly, I think it's hard to believe that it's hard to believe in something like that just because it's manipulated by man, and it's like it's one it's one voice against. It's like he said, she said kind of thing. You know, like you're taking one opinion on the person who has written it, and a lot of people follow it. But to say that throughout the years that it hasn't been manipulated to make people feel certain ways is hard. There's way too many factors that we don't know to fully invest ourselves into a product.
I agree with that. I agree with that, but that's just because there are just shitty people out there anyway. I would say there could be atheists out there that are taking advantage of the word to take so they can have power over people who believe in the gospel and shit like that. That shit
the
has
thing
happened
is,
over many
the
centuries.
thing is
Even
this.
people who
Yeah,
believed in the word itself has taken advantage of the word to take advantage of other people.
I will say this. It's we honestly will never know because we didn't live in the past.
Well, you never
You
know
know,
what.
like I'm just saying, like what truly like went, like how everything went down. You know, like, we don't have the
Niggas will know. Niggas will know. You think niggas is not gonna know at the end? You think you're not gonna know when you die?
I mean, I'm talking about like obviously when you die, but I'm talking about like right now. Like
Well, no shit. You're not supposed to know it now.
we're only taking one perspective or maybe multiple perspectives, but we're only taking everything we know from this book. That's
Hey,
it.
Natitude, thank you for joining.
That's
I appreciate you. Hi, how are you doing? I say,
that's
but
literally the only thing we're basing things off of. So like I don't know. I guess when I die, I'll find out everything I need to know. But it's
I mean,
I
is it?
it's the religion is just it's hard to.
I understand that. And that's why there's many different religions. I'm not saying everybody has to have a religion, but if you have your own, as long as you as a person are a good person, I don't really think you need a religion, honestly. I say, and that's just me. I mean, granted, you're supposed to preach that to everybody, everybody's supposed to, hey, preach Jesus to them, blah, blah, blah. If niggas want to go, niggas is going to go. It's on your own accord. Like, we're grown at this point. If niggas want to go to Jesus or hit the spiritual realm, they're going to do it. But I'm also not going to say that I'm not going to stop talking about how I feel about it and the things that make me happy about being in this type of religion or speaking to my Lord and Savior every day or every other day whenever the fuck I speak to my mans, because I say this between me
Oh
and him.
shit!
We
Hold on,
talk
hold
when
on,
we talk.
hold on, bro. I gotta ask. So I didn't know this, and I was gonna ask this eventually.
I say we're good. How
Are
are
you
you doing?
Christian?
Am I Christian? Yes, I am.
Okay,
I say why?
that's smooth. No, I'm only. I get curious,
All right,
like,
here we go.
because
All
I
right,
didn't
what's
know.
up? Let's go. Come on. What you
No,
gotta
no, no.
say? What
Hear
you
me
gotta
out.
say? Is it
I
because
got
I'm not
nothing.
Muslim, nigga? Is it because I'm not
No,
some African shit? Is it because I'm not
no,
Egyptian? I'm not with the pharaohs. I don't run with Anubis, nigga. No, I'm
no,
joking.
nigga. Yo, honestly, I do get curious to see how many people that I know are of the Christian religion, especially being someone who I was raised very, very Christian. I was raised in the church and shit like that. And honestly, I'm not really for it to keep it a buck. And that's not to say that I hate on anybody who is, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
I
obviously
don't
not. I
it
say we
doesn't
wouldn't
bother
be
me either
talking if you
way,
did.
you know what I mean? And I think that for some people it is like a really good thing to have religion. Some people need religion.
Yeah, she says she
Um
doesn't believe in religion. I say I got somebody else over here says I'm Christian. Somebody else says I'm Muslim. I say, hey, look at that,
yeah,
and we
you
can
know?
all be in the same place and talk to each other. Isn't that
Yeah.
fucking beautiful?
And that's like I ask because like sometimes Christians are a little finicky, but that's not to say that about your character. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what I was gonna say is, all religions aside, books aside, and everything like that, the only real thing I kind of hope, like from God, you know what I'm saying, from whatever God that is
I
that they realize that if I was a good person, you know what I'm saying, fuck all that other shit. Yo, was I a good person or not? You know what I
I
mean?
completely
If I
agree.
believe in you or not, was I a good motherfucking person?
I say East. I say East Coast Rabbit. You're not being ignored. I just acknowledged. I be acknowledging everything that you say. All right. I say I don't believe in religion, but I'm spiritual. I say I just said that. I say no. I completely agree with that though. I mean, I agree with your concept, and like, I mean, whether people are good or not, it just depends on them. At the end of the day, I don't think your religion really has to do with if you're a good person or not, and I don't think you should be judged based off your religion either.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Now, unless, and I say unless, because if you like killing niggas, like your religion is like killing niggas and like
A murder religion,
like stabbing children or some shit, some wild motherfucking shit. Like,
sacrificial.
yeah, I'm not fucking with that. Me and you are not cool. I'm sorry. It's just not the wave. I'm not about it. Sorry. That's just not me. I cannot. But the fact that other people have other religions and they have other, I guess, say gods and shit like that, I can't really get mad at it. I mean, you do what you do. And I say like you love you. Your life is your life at the end of the day. All right. Or I say I'm not with you. I don't live with y'all. I say I'm not. I I I'm not gonna be in your casket when you die. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not inside your head. So how you live your life is how you live your life. I can't be mad at anybody for them wanting to live the life they want to live it as long as it doesn't hurt people around. Sorry, I'm old. I say you're not old. 65 isn't old. Stop it. I need to fill my pipe. Yes, you go get that ganj and do your thing. I respect that. I would say, yo, I would say it's so beautiful when you see older people that indulge in the ganja situation of life. I would say because it seems like overall they're a lot more cooler than most other people. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I had
I'm
this
just
lady in
being
the shower
real.
with me today talking about I need some because my husband's glaucoma was acting up. I said that's right, old lady. You get that goddamn shit for your man's glaucoma. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah,
his
make sure my
arthritis
man's
acting
is
up.
good.
Yeah,
Gotta make sure my man's is good, son.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Oh, actually, before we wrap this up, I gotta ask Avery, have you heard about Derrick Jackson?
Derrick Jackson. No, I don't think so.
Lord have mercy. Oh my God, my nigga. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Wait, is that
Are
the
you
nigga that what
serious?
about the wife and shit? Like, oh no,
Yes.
me and Reed talked about this shit, right?
Oh, yeah, did?
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck was
You
I? Hold on. I was not. I have concluded that I was not around when this happened. I
bro.
fucking love
So
these sounds.
me
Um,
like he I think it was called a couple of days ago. Ron.
back
Yeah, we
before
were talking about
yesterday.
like 2 3 days ago.
Well, yeah, he was telling me about like you brought it up to me. He's like, "What's your opinion on like this dude, basically like being there for women and like shitting on men, and then he ends up cheating on his wife, right?"
Yeah. Yes,
And
Mm-hmm.
sir.
I told him, and I brought up to him as like, listen, people only want to show you, and this brings back my point of good intentions and bad intentions. Remember we had that whole fucking conversation about that shit. It was,
Yes.
look,
Mm-hmm.
this is a prime example. People like he was all for women and shitting on men, and he and I- and
He
he
was
was doing shitty shit in the background, and we didn't know about that.
fucking
But it's
hypocrite ass nigga.
honestly, it's he saw a market for what he did. He saw that this can benefit his life, or maybe I'm wrong, but like he felt like his niche was, you know, defending women and shitting on men, and
Yeah.
it's terrible. It's terrible that that at the end of the day, when the doors are closed, he's doing that. And it just
Yeah.
shows anybody's capable of doing anything. Now, is that person classified as a good person or a bad person? I don't know. There's no such thing as that shit. It's like
That nigga a bad person, bro.
Yo,
That nigga a
it's
bad person. And
I
I,
he has
say
bad
that
I,
is
intentions.
I,
He
evil
has bad
I
shit
intentions.
reserve
though.
my shit.
You can't tell me the nigga isn't evil. That is evil
Yo,
shit.
it's
The
some
fact
evil
that you
shit,
can
bro.
I've been trying to tell niggas this shit for the longest. I'm not granted that I knew the nigga was cheating, and I said this in the beginning of the show. If y'all didn't watch, I say y'all can definitely go check it out over on YouTube at KingKadoTalks. All the links are at the top or at the side, depending on where you at. Regardless, the nigga is evil. There's no it's so fucked up. Like I have no sympathy for niggas like that. And like he even said it himself that he doesn't have sympathy for men who cheat and act like
Yep.
like it's all right, and like they were doing this before, and nigga, how do you out yourself so badly that you can fuck up, and then literally niggas could just send you your own videos back to you and shut you down.
Hmm.
This shit is ridiculous, bro. And the fact that so many women were manipulated and so many niggas were manipulated, and people were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that he convinced me to leave my man or so on and so forth. Wait, hold on. He might have been right. You might have should have left your nigga. But at the end of the day, it's just how crazy that the fact that the nigga who was talking all that shit was fucked up himself. That's
Honestly,
fucking crazy.
Big time, bro.
back to what I said, man. Anybody's possible to do anything. You just like, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because like, if anybody's capable of anything, and I'm gonna stick with that. And you know, maybe
we could all be capable, bro.
that's
We could all be capable, but I think when you go to a market of vulnerable people, right? Because that's exactly what these people were. They were vulnerable and they were seeking advice.
Vulnerable.
You know what I'm
hurt
saying?
He preyed
women.
on it.
And seeking advice, and you pray on that and shit like that, and it's kind of like, and you're out here doing dirt, right? It's like, it's honestly why I have an issue with anybody who can go and talk on a subject but can't have a perspective of both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like
And made the
I
videos
follow
at
and
his side
unfollow a
yourself.
lot of people who only have a one-sided perspective.
Hey, thank
Oh,
you
my
for
man's getting some follows.
Thank you. I gotta say, bro, the like, nigga, it just how can he? But how can he also make the videos in front of his side chick's house as well?
Some people don't. Honestly, some people don't even give a fuck anymore.
Giving a
show.
fuck is not the word. Giving a fuck is not the word, my boy.
Right,
There's a new level that this nigga has reached when it has come down to that shit. It is, nigga. There's no how do you be, literally, I said this earlier, how do you be one of the pinnacles of talking about what women should do and how they should be, and you're treating them like the bullshit ass niggas? That shit is wild. And someone said this look at a lot of pastors. And I completely agree. I say there's like religion. There's people who take religion or take something and will preach that shit, have that out there, and do the most fucked up shit. Like, who was the guy? Who's the white pastor that owns like this really big church? He does like these TV specials and all types of shit. And the nigga was not trying to open his church for the hurricane or something like that.
Oh, shit! I know who you're talking about.
Was it, y'all know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
That shit to me is wild. It's like, how do you be in a position of that caliber, also be in that position of that title, and not help the motherfuckers, bro? It's insane. And I understand the concept of why so many people are turning away from religion. It's all the bullshit that the people who are in religion and get a power trip do. I completely understand that. And it's fucked up. It's very fucked up. There's nothing you can do about it at the end of the day. And it hurts. It really does hurt. And it hurts people's struggle, and it hurts people's facts and thought process when it comes down to either wanting to be religious or having good thoughts or bad thoughts, because they're like, well, if the people who are supposed to have, who literally says that they're going to have eternal damnation, are still doing the bullshit, what the fuck does it matter for me? It's just, at the end of the day, the shit doesn't make any sense. Just to close out my statements, that's where I'm leaving it at. So if anybody else wants to speak on it, go ahead.
So real quick, one of my followers said, "You gotta listen and be open to all sides. Unless it's complete bullshit, then you gotta juke that shit out." I think that's why, like, this whole Derrick Jackson thing is so bad, right? Is because some of the shit he was saying wasn't all bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I completely, and I
It
agree
wasn't
with
all
that.
bullshit. And then it's kind of like, but then you're doing this shit, and it's kind of just like, damn, son. Some of these relationships weren't as bad as, you know, you made some of these women think.
Exactly.
Maybe they were. Maybe some of them were. Maybe they weren't. But you put out this perspective, and I really don't like these, like, you know, niggas are evil perspectives and shit like that. But it's like, you put out this perspective, and this girl probably left a relationship she might have been happy in, and that they might have had minor problems, but you made it, yo, look, man, a man that's a good man to know when he's ready. And if he really love you, he settle down and be ready for you, queen.
Exactly, but
Because
you can take your time though. But you take your
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah, you out here taking your time, chilling. You know, you got a bunch of queens over here, son. But
it's
yeah,
just
man,
crazy.
it's like
I will say it's just the nigga is wild, bro. It's just I it kind of sucks that a lot of your actions take away some of the shit that you say, even though you can be right in certain situations. And it sucks because when you're doing good and then you do bad, it kind of taints all the good that you did, and especially when there's other people doing the same shit. I say it hurts. It really does hurt the aspect because like now I'm pretty sure the next nigga that's also talking the same way that Derrick Jackson is has eyes and fingers pointed at him like, hey, nigga, what you doing now, huh? Hmm? How many of them girls you talking to that's in your DMs and shit like that?
yeah.
And it's like, yo, that's not how we
Yo,
supposed to be, bruh.
it
That
puts
shit is
the target on niggas' backs though. Even like good dudes now, because
exactly
it's kind of like women out here like, yo, if Derek can cheat, my nigga can cheat.
all right. Thank
Facts.
you, East Coast Rabbit. I say yes, there is handsome. You spread love and acceptance. Things will change. You'll see. I appreciate that very much. I say, but keep it real and respect each other. I completely agree. That's all you got to do is keep it real, respect each other. Just stop being assholes. Like I know it seems hard for a lot of y'all motherfuckers, but stop being idiots and shit like that, bro. It just makes no sense. Am I doing a call in on this Sunday? Yeah, I'm gonna do it Sunday because tomorrow we have the Twitch streamer event that is hosted by Suavecito. I say I will be either
Woo,
live
woo.
or hosting over here. So please
Yes,
come check
sir.
that out. That's gonna be at what time, Suave?
Yeah, so that will be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm super
And that's
excited
gonna
to do
and
it.
that's gonna be at what time, Suave?
8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And one more time for them niggas in the back.
Yeah, yeah. Can we get a little hype, man? Can we get a little hype in your voice for us, please?
8:30. 8:30. Did I mention it one more time? Wait for it. 8:30
Mm.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's gonna
Ooh,
be a fucking banger.
Bow, bow,
Promise.
bow. Everybody, please come by, step through, come through, and chill with the boys. I say, and probably a few girls. I say, I'm not just gonna, I say we not sexist around here, regardless of the fact. Come hang out with the streamers. We do our thing.
yeah.
We answer some questions. We have some fun. So you get to know a few different people. You might even find some people that you want to talk to. It's crazy. I say 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please come hang with the boys. I say we would love to see each and every one of you there. Why would we not? Why wouldn't we? That'd just be dumb. I love y'all. Please,
Yeah.
please. Yes, East Coast Rabbit, please come. Please come. Come join. Come join the streamer event. I love each and every one of you. Um, I'm just gonna let my partner say their outros real quick so they can say goodbye to the lovely people, and then I do mine, and I will see all y'all next week. So go ahead,
Hey.
whoever would like to go first.
I'll go first. I know I'm like I just want to apologize to Kato and Ree. I lost track of time.
Oh no, you're
This
fine. This is
thing.
all jokes.
No,
Yeah,
I
we
know,
just
I
like
know,
fucking with
but
you, bro.
no, I know, but for me, it matters to me, and I'm saying this because I truly do care, and I appreciate everything you guys have done for me. Kato for making me a co-host on this. Like, I love being punctual. I love doing this shit, and I'm honored for every opportunity I get to be on this. So everybody just go show some love to Kato, show some love to Ree, and like these guys are my biggest inspirations for real, man. So I just want to say thank you. And again, tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, getting streamers together to do Suavecito's United Horde streamer event. It's gonna be a fucking banger. I promise you.
Yeah, Twitch, you could
You're
join. Hold on, sorry, real quick. Twitch, you could join the. You can chat. You can join the chat after after I end the stream. I'll say I'm in. We're in. Where are we? We're in the King's Court, right? Yeah, we're in the
yeah.
King's
Hmm.
Court. So if you want to come to the King Court and talk to us after the stream ends, you definitely could. But don't join until the stream ends. Just let's just finish this off. After you care, go ahead.
Hey guys, it's CareFreeRree, aka Vonnie Ree, aka that dude with the locks that is playing right now. I'm all cool. I hope y'all are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, guys, as always, I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate being here with you guys. Yo, y'all are fucking awesome. This makes my day sometimes, man. On the screen right below me, on my chest, to my right, by the feet of the guy on the screen. It's all my links, yo. Follow me. Come give me a like. Yo, I'm on the way to affiliate. I need 4 people to follow me, yo. If you got the time, if you like hearing us today, yo, come drop me a follow, all right? But yo, I like playing video games. I like talking to people. You know, we got Discord channels. We like motivating people. We do workouts sometimes on here. You know what I'm saying? Just come drop these follows. Come hang out. All that good shit. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Hey, and with that being said, last but not least, the host of the show with his final outro. Please, everybody, follow me on every single platform that you can think of. I say if you want to follow me, if you don't want to follow me, if you want to leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down, either way, I enjoy the content. I enjoy what you drop over there. Good comments, bad comments. I say hate, love, everything that you drop. I just want the honesty. Just bring it all here. Just drop it for your boy. Go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Spooncast, Discord. Jesus Christ, I'm everywhere. Reddit, just follow me. I'm literally everywhere. You see this right here? See this name? Go follow that, all right? I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a beautiful night. It's Friday. Go get y'all drink. Y'all swerve on. Go get some buns. Do whatever you need to do to make you feel happy. And with that being said, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and altogether, good night.
Good night.